Well, I'm in the new shed, or the empty shed, I guess you call it. I think I'm gonna have to fix this. I thought it was just that one storm, but since it's been raining for a few days, I can definitely tell this is not just a one-time problem. You can see there's some little centipedes or something right there. I just killed about 10 of them. They were crawling around in here. I don't know why they were in here. I got that dry toilet. I think I found a problem because I think I wasn't as liberal as I should have been when applying the dirt, and that was, well, it might have been as well as a combination of dirt and human waste and not enough wood shavings. I think I should have more wood shavings in there, because I opened that thing up right there and there were these little worms in there, like they had, I think it was some kind of larva, and I think that's a good reason not to use dirt. Maybe I think I should have used wood shavings, in like 95% wood shavings, maybe a little bit of dirt, but I think the dirt probably contributed to that. So I'm gonna go get rid of that bucket. I gotta go put that around the garden, because I don't want those things getting out in the shed or multiplying or whatever they do. I don't know. I don't want them doing anything that I don't want. And then I think this is another place. It's not wet to the touch, but I mean, you can tell it's not good. You can tell it's water damage. I think that's the only two places that I found. I don't think there's anywhere else. I'm gonna have to replace some shingles, or at least put some sealant or something over there under the shingles, because I don't want that leaking over there at the new place. But I finally got, well, of course I'm taking that to the house. Let me open this door. Oh, there's some more centipedes. I don't know what these things, I guess they were trying to get out of the rain, maybe? I don't want them in here, so there's another one. I don't know what they are or why they're in here. They're probably harmless, but I hate to kill them. Just these. There's another one right there. Don't see any more so far. Well, I might have killed that one. I don't know. There's another one. It's just, they keep showing up everywhere. Anyway, I'm taking this stuff to the house, so I'm leaving it there. Then, oh, there's a magnet I didn't see. Not that it matters. I'm trying to get everything out except for the shelving, you know. We're gonna get a guy, one of my friends, haul this storage building over there, and they don't usually do this. It's just a special occasion because they know us and they know it's not going to be a lot of trouble, and if it is, we'll pay for it, and you know, they know that we're good for it, so they agreed to move this. And I finally got everything out of here. I got this hole plugged up because I know if I left it open, there'd probably be a black snake in here as soon as I open the door. I'm not sure if I got a video of that the other day when I had to drill another hole to get that extension cord out. And that's when I burned my arm. Not too bad, but I burned my arm right there on the drill bit. I had laid the drill down right there, and I reached over it to do something, and my arm touched the drill bit, and boy, I knew that happened. That was a hot drill bit, but it's not a bad burn. I don't think I'm gonna get infected. I put some cream on it, so should be fine. But for everything else, for the most part, I've got this ready to go. I cleaned around it, and I showed you I painted the outsides. So now all that's left to do is wait till it stops raining for every day. And once it stops raining and the ground dries up a little bit, I mean, it's still wet down here, so we don't want them coming back here. And I mean, if they came back here today, they'd probably make some ruts in the yard trying to get this out. We don't want all that. We can wait a few more days, and they might come about 5 days from now and pick this up if it's dry enough, and then they can deliver it without messing up the yard too bad or getting stuck in the driveway, because that's a dirt road over there where we're delivering it. So that's what I've been doing just this morning, and my neighbor's garden's looking pretty good. I see him over there about every day or two. He was out there one day about all day. He was tilling up the ground and checking on it. Oh yeah, let me show you the burn pile. I'm not sure if I showed all this. He's trying to use up all these rocks in this pile. So I'm making a little barrier, I guess, around the fire pit, and hopefully get that pile down to nothing. That way we can just have this whole area for fires, and whoever buys this property might not think of it as a trash pile as it really is. And I'm burning some of those logs over there, but we'll get to those another day probably. I will probably burn all those logs at one time. I might go camping down here one night and just burn everything as a campfire, and then that'll take care of all those logs over there. And we'll probably burn a lot of this as well. I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, it's useful stuff for projects and different things, but we don't really have anywhere to store it where the weeds won't grow or won't look bad. And we could store it in this little fenced-in area, but I don't think we're going to do that. You know, the new owners aren't going to want all this trash, this wood piled up, and these shingles. I guess we'll put those in the metal building after we get the majority of that cleaned out. But right now, I'm just going to focus. I got to get this dry toilet out of here. I got to get it moved over to the garden, because I don't want those worms in this building. I moved the toilet over here, and there's not a lot of worms, but enough to matter. And I don't want. Let me see if I can get the light on. See, well, that's not. I see. I just poured that dirt on top, but you can see there's little gnats, and I don't want those things in here either. So I'm trying to get this toilet out of here. I mean, everything about this dry toilet works great, and except when you leave it out. When you leave it for a few days and the worms start, I guess that must be larvae or something. But they didn't mention that on the stuff I read and videos I watched online. So I'm just telling you, if you watch this video and you're thinking about doing a dry toilet, I'd be careful. And I'd probably, if I was doing a dry toilet, I would use wood shavings, because I think this dirt is what made the gnats and the worms attracted. And those might be fly larvae for all I know. I don't really know all that stuff. And I've got my solar stuff in here, the fragile stuff I was talking about I don't want to put this in the trailer in my solar panel. And I need to get my other solar panel. It's out there. You can't see it, but well, no, you can. Right there, you can see just the bottom part of it. If I can get my finger right. There we go. I need to get in here. I'm going to take it over to the new place. And probably get it hooked up maybe on the roof of the building. That way everything will be off the ground, because I know the landowner that we're putting it on their land, they want to mow around it and be able to weed eat. Well, I think we're going to weed eat around it, but he's going to mow it and do some of that. He wants to keep the weeds out of there, keep the snakes down, keep all the other insects down, I guess.